Big day. This is the last factory I turn on in this playthrough. 1,300 hours. The factory is ready to turn on right now. We're gonna walk through it. We're gonna check everything, make sure that all the parts are loaded and that they're in the right places. Okay, because we can check that, right? We can make sure that I didn't accidentally route something to the wrong place. So we'll go through each floor, we'll do some checking, because if something is routed into the wrong belt, right, into the wrong place, it'll be far, far simpler to fix it before I turn the factory on than after. And then we turn it on. We'll see how long it's gonna take us to make enough Phase 5 space elevator parts to beat the game. Okay, we are in. So we are reviewing, pre-checking. So this is what a finished floor looks like. A nice red glow because we're in Arasaka Tower. And there's 9 floors of this. That was floor 8, that's floor 7, that's floor 6. Lots of converters. Floor 5, lots more. I think that's making all the diamonds. Diamonds. That's floor 4, mostly crystal oscillators and some other shit. That's floor 3. I can't remember what's happening in there. This is floor 2. This is floor 1. Well, actually there's 10 floors, right? Because I'm counting floor 1 as like floor 2. Right, this is aluminum. And every floor has its own subfloor. Just doing a little preloading so that we can check the accuracy of the connections before we turn the factory on and chaos ensues. Here's our layout. All parts are being delivered by train. I've already checked the fluids. All right, so the first thing that we can check is the signage. There's no coal. We're missing coal. Ooh, found a problem already. The coal is here, but it's not connected. There we go. See? We've already fixed a problem. Well, none of these are not working. See, the iron is in that, but not that. Bro, all 3 of those are broken. Well, look, we're fixing problems. Okay. I'm glad we did this check. Okay. I think that is the summation. I mean, we could keep checking, right? We could check every single raw resource, make sure every single one goes into the right machines. But frankly, it will be more simple to check that as it's working. Oh, we got to check one more thing. We need to check that the Phase 4 space elevator parts are all in their bins. Okay. I don't like this. Where are these? Assembly director systems. Where the shit are our assembly director systems? All right, we gotta track that down. Did I miss a truck pickup or something? Which purple tower is our assembly director system in? Glad I checked that. The more mistakes we can fix now, the better. Okay, those are in P1. P1 is the furthest north. This should have assembly director systems in it. this line should be working. Now remember, my trucks were shut down for a long time, but we had a whole stream where the trucks were working. We're trying to track this system and make sure this is going all the way to the phase 5 factory before we turn it on. Okay, so the cycle has been confirmed. We have a little bit of everything. Okay, I feel good about this. Maybe we're not making enough. But we have a little bit of everything. I thought that I stored a bunch of this somewhere. Good job, me. Pat myself on the back. That's the good shit. All right, so let's do this. Let's put in 6. There's 6 assembly director systems. Let's see if these make it into the bin. This is it. This is the factory we're going to turn on, and everything's ready. I just got to make sure those last parts make it in. Why is this not working? Assembly director system to the right. Where could it be going? I mean, there's no way we made it up here before it. This is it, right? Yeah, let's run a test. Okay, let's do another 6. Those get on, those go on. They're passing through. Oh, guys, I'm just dumb. Okay, we figured it out. I'm just stupid. This is okay. There just wasn't enough for it to fully back up. Okay, false alarm. Well, I mean, actually, it's good that it's not an actual problem, right? These are the most valuable parts in the game. I wanted to make sure that they're where they need to be. All right, we got it. I was being a little, overly concerned, perhaps. All right, let's let this clear, and then we turn it on. I'm happy. We're as ready as we can be. There will still be problems. Hopefully there won't be any major problems. We'll pre-save before we flip it on. That way, in case there's something catastrophic, and it would be easier for me to reload the save pre-turning it on, we can do that. Okay, boys, you ready? Factory turn-on days are rare around here. Diamonds. Diamonds. Okay. There's no iron ore in that? Well, that didn't take very long. We're off to a beautiful start, boys. Okay, aluminum ingots. Okay, the water's not backing up. That's good news. All right, alumina solution is being used. We're getting aluminum scrap. Okay, the aluminum scrap is gonna start over here. I don't see any green lights yet. We have a missed connection. Oh, there goes the scrap. It's heading over here. Is that right? I guess it's heading over here first. Okay, so we do have green. Does it head back around over to there? This isn't set. This is set. This isn't set. Another problem fixed, boys. Another problem fixed. Copper ingots are good. They're in. Give me casing and we're out of here. We're on to floor 2. Looks like 1 floor is good. We just had that one missed smart splitter. I don't like this. We should have casing coming out of here. Nope, it's backed up. Boom, another fix. Where's the steel pipe? I want to see some steel pipe come through here. Okay, it's got to overflow first. That's on purpose. Okay. All right, I think we're good. All right, let's move on up. Caterium ingot, do we have any going here? I don't like that we don't have any going. These should be Caterium ingots. They're stopped. Okay, that's not good. We are missing a belt somewhere. Oh, shit. Found you. There goes a shit ton of quick wire. All right. Right here. What is this? This is a mistake. Bitch, that's a mistake. Unset smart splitter strikes again. Another floor, troubleshoot. Ooh, what are our outputs? Casing's an input, steel pipe is an input. All right, AI limiters and cooling systems. There goes AI limiters, check. Fluctuators, good, check. Well, it's actually coming down, so that's nice. Plastic and rubber. Want to see the rubber move. All right, rubber moves, good. All right, I just want to see cooling system come in on the bottom line here. Give it a second. If we don't see it, we'll go track it down. There's one. Okay. At least we know that it's somewhat working. Okay, next. What do we got here? Looks like a problem. Nope, it's already made reanimated SAM. Quartz crystal. That's not good. Okay, there's a bad connection. Okay, here's our quartz crystal. This should be right. Any should be over here. Does it just go through? This one, I think, is not my fault. What is the deal here, bro? Working now. I don't know what the hell that was. Okay, quartz crystal is banging. These guys, they are fine because we're not using the reanimated SAM. Okay, moving on, next floor. Oh yes, look at this. Ooh, is this one off? Nope. Those diamonds are not exiting though. All right, there's a problem with the diamonds, getting them out of here. Oh, The problem is they're already backed up. So whatever's supposed to be using the diamonds isn't working. All right, floor done. Let's see what's up here. Fix it ingots, that's not good. No fix it ingots. Diamonds are banging away. No reanimated Sam. That's our problem. That's why our reanimated Sam's all backing up. Where are you, reanimated Sam? I've made that same mistake like 4 times. Okay, fix it ingots are banging. Trigons banging. I think this is good. Look at all the purple. Okay, nice. Moving on. Next floor. Okay, time crystals are here. Excited photonic matter's here. Superconductors. Or supercomputers. What is shitting the bed? Radio control units, but I thought they were backed up. Okay. That explains that. Why is this backed up? Shit doesn't look backed up to me. There, that helped. Any other ones? No, the other ones are okay. These are already going to be out. Why are these slow? These are too slow. Okay, yeah, it looks like the casing's too slow. Casing is way too slow. I wonder if it's a poor setting. This is the end of the line. No, that's that. There's the casing. Right here. It's still the end of the line. All right, let's track it. Look at this yellow. It's all clad. We're not making enough ingots, aluminum ingots. There's some production that's not connected correctly. Why are these not getting scrap? Is it literally just taking this long to manifold? Okay, we're missing alumina solution. Okay, maybe this is the problem. Yep, some kind of bad piping. Okay. I was worried about this when I built it. I don't usually like feeding from the bottom, but I did it this time for aesthetic reasons. All right, here's how we fix it. This is what I should have done. You have to come up and then down. Needed to go high and then drop down into a low. That's what I didn't do. If I have to, I'll just run it out here and run it straight. I'm gonna give this about another 3 minutes. If not, I'm ripping it out and I'm foregoing the cosmetics. This is firing 600, nice and smooth. Have we settled? I don't like that. Here, let's see what it's actually taking. More than 600. Where's my second pipe? Did I never feed a second pipe? Did I forget? Okay. Well, at least we know. At least we found the problem. I can't believe I forgot that. It's gonna have to go like this. Let's run it into this one. They'll be matching holes. I'll just feed it to the back end. I'll just do a loop. That's what I'll do. Is there a way to do this without looking like absolute garbage? There is. All right, so we should have fixed two problems: the top feed down as well as the constricted pipe. I mean, honestly, that should be manifolded already. All right, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try the unpowered pump trick. I don't like valves. All right, that instantly fixed those. This one is still dragging ass. The unpowered pump trick, you failed me. You let me down, unpowered pump. There it is. Okay, I think we're working. I think we're finally working, boys. I think it's working. Let's go down and see. Good group troubleshooting, ladies and gentlemen. That is how much scrap we should be seeing. Much, much better. What about the dreaded water output on aluminum? Oh, I'm backfeeding. The water was never the problem. Although now that everything's firing, we should double check it. I had the two outputs. I forgot about the two inputs. I had half the picture. Look at this. Water immediately disappears. We are backfeeding water perfectly. Oh, I had to say it. All right, let's check. Here's the water backfeed. This is a new design for me. I know. I don't sink my water into concrete. It feels like cheating to me. I'm a real man. I backfeed my water. But the thing that made this complex is that I wanted to make this clean look. My usual is to go right out the back here and straight down. And I've got a blueprint that does it perfectly. So it can be done. I just have never tried this design before. I wonder if I pull the water, give it a reset, see if it's going down. How do you we could trash it, right? Yes. Knew there was a way to do it. Trash that water. All right, let's see if it'll stay down now. This is slowly building up. It's not good. The rest of these are okay. Okay. The problem is over here. This. It's this right here. But I might have to. The other thing that we could do, and I hate to do it, but we could restrict flow with a valve. It should work. It's been like 2.5 years since I've done this. It's dangerous. I know, I hate valves. I hate them. But I'm dancing with the devil. 355.333333. Oh, I've sold my soul. I've sold my soul. It's that or a major rebuild, right? All right, let's see if this goes down. Technically, it wouldn't go down. It just wouldn't go up. So there, let's make sure this doesn't go up. We're making sure that the water doesn't get backed up. So far, so good. And it's gonna be the one on the end. The only way to know that if this is it is to let it run for a long period of time. There's a yellow on the end there. Why is that yellow? If it's short on water, bro. This is short on water. Okay, it's not. It's long on alumina solution. Oh my God, it's short on water. I don't want to rebuild it. Okay. Better. Okay, we're banging away now on alumina solution the way that we need to. Now we see if the water can be absorbed correctly. Right, we can't test the water production until the alumina solution input is fixed. And it does look like it does look like it looks good. That's at 50 and that's at 0. That's what it needs to be. Alumina solution needs to be banging at 50 and water needs to immediately empty at 0. And it needs to do this consistently over a long period of time. The problem with fluids, okay, it got to 0. The problem with fluids is changes take time to propagate. Right? We may slowly, you can see here, I'm very slowly losing this race. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay. How much alumina solution are we making? I think I actually have a mistake. There's actually a legitimate mistake here. This scrap producer or this sloppy aluminum producer, there's a bigger problem here. Not bigger, but like a different problem. This is actually not 5. There's been a mistake writing the whole time. I'm overproducing. The sloppy alumina was at 5. None of these were downgraded. This was initially set up wrong. So let's set it up right. So this whole thing, it might have worked perfectly fine before. These settings were wrong. I need 4 at 100% and 1 at 44.2. I don't know what this 59.2 shit is. I'll put the water back. We'll resimplify and check. Up until this moment, these machines were set wrong. I was over making alumina solution, guys, because it was never going to balance correctly. All right. 44.2. Yes, see 44.2. 4 and then 44.2. Here's the 44.2. The other 4 should be 100%. Yes. 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 Now, first one, 44.2. And then yes. 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 Okay. Before we can even check to see if our logistics are working correctly, if the machines aren't set correctly, then basically everything we've done has not given us an accurate picture of what's happening because it wasn't producing correctly. All right, I I want to let this stuff settle a little bit. Okay, that's good. Water's at 50. This one's not quite there yet. If it doesn't work, I'll split them. All right, let's do the math on the split before I do it. How much water are we getting out of here? Let's just run the math on the water. Okay, instead of looking at the table. 120 times 4 plus 53. 533. Is that what it says it should be? It does. 533. Okay. So how would this split work? We would take 533 and we would divide by 200. Okay. What I would do is I would take this and I would drop this to 66.5. Then I would cut the water. And then I would have to pump this by the difference between 66.5 and 100 added to 44.17. And that should work. If I need to do that, and it does look like I need to do that, because that one went yellow. Well, we could try. There's two options, right? There's the valve or the split. Those are the two options. What is more reliable in the long run? I agree. I don't like trusting valves. What's the math? 66.5 is the magic number. 1 minus 66.5. 0.665. Okay. Plus what? 44.17. It should be 40. No, that's not right. Plus, I put the decimal in the wrong place. 44.17. Plus 44.17. That's right. 7767. 66.5. Now we cut them. Right here. Okay, so these 3 machines consume exactly what those 5 machines produce in water. Exactly. When I open this refinery, if there is 0 water or steady water, in the end, I'm going to call this a temporary victory. If it goes yellow while I'm talking, definitely bad. But if that has 0 water in it, then we have to at least wait for a few hours and come back and check. But it means we can move on. It has 0 water in it. I think this is working. Okay, guys. We got to move off this floor. We never even finished checking the other floors. Let's get back to it. We left off at the manufacturers. These guys that needed... No, who needs all those aluminum casings? Everything's going to be backed up. Okay, so there's probably a flaw somewhere that's shut down everything. Everything's backed up. Where did we leave off? We leave off here? Yes. This is as far as we got, and we had to go back and fix the aluminum casing. All right, next floor. There is a problem somewhere. We got to find it. This does not have enough dark matter residue. And yet, this has too much. Yes. It's dark matter residue's backing up. Or it's not getting to where it needs to go, I should say. It's only filling at 200. It needs some help. I have this manifold here to try to fix that. Clearly, it's not working. And it's a gas, right? This is not a fluid. I wouldn't do this kind of stuff with a fluid necessarily. Nobody look. All right, what we need to do is we need to ensure that now these guys are dumping their dark matter residue. And it ain't budging. Spaghetti is infesting. There's no spaghetti. That wasn't spaghetti. That was a little bit of clipping. Okay? You are conflating clipping with spaghetti, sir. That's excited photonic. Wait a second. What is... Holy crap. These are just little baby mistakes. Just little babies. Just a little forgetful. We got it though. All right. This is the end line of a bunch of products, these three right here. And so that is going to help keep things rolling. Mostly the supercomputer, right? All right, let's move on. Another fix. Now, there's a bunch of dark matter residue coming from up top. So that's probably where the next problem is. Oh, superposition oscillators. Clearly we have a problem. Concrete? Are you effing kidding? Oh no, it's because of my, oh no. Oh no. It's because I combined them. No. Is it just broken? It's just broken. It's just broken. It's not a fundamental flaw in my design. I mean, it is, but, you know, it still could be. That little guy right there might have been shutting down the whole factory. Let's prime the system a little bit here. All right. Now, what's happening? Okay, we're making singularity cells. We need superposition oscillators. That's the holdup. Trigons? Okay, that's a problem. We have plenty of trigons. We have oodles of trigons. That's a scientific term, by the way. I don't like how we don't have crystal oscillators coming up either. Trigons are dead and crystal oscillators are dead somewhere. Right here. They're not coming out. Okay. We had to fix a bunch of these earlier. Boom, fixed. Boom, roasted. All right, same thing here. Oh, that's fine. Ah, stolen, kidnapped. Crystal oscillator. Where are the crystal oscillators? That's not crystal oscillators. They're in there. Same problem. Same problem. Just broken belts. Boom. Okay. We got trigons. We got crystal oscillators. I don't like how they stopped immediately. Where did they break? They broke right here. Why'd you break? Boom. Roasted. All right, now how are we doing? We're making biochemical sculptors, finally. These are blasting. This looks good, you guys. Still need superposition oscillators, but I think we're finally making some. I mean, those are actually making the superposition oscillators. Dark matter crystal, we have plenty. Okay, that's a bad hookup. Okay, that dark matter crystal is a bad hookup. We can fix that. Where are you hiding, dark matter crystal? I saw you. I saw you somewheres. Right here. I put him in the wrong machine. Put it in the wrong damn machine. All right, let's peel this out and fix it. Okay. Now, you need power shards and superposition oscillators, not more dark matter crystals. What if I just fed it in wrong? These both need superposition oscillators, right? Yeah, this was supposed to be superposition oscillators, not dark crystals. Oh, they're in there. Wait, it's coming from here. There shouldn't be any dark matter crystals on this at all. I put it into the wrong hole. I just put it in the wrong hole. That's the source of all of this. I put it here. It needed to go there. That's the source of all of this problem. None of this should have dark matter crystal on it at all. Okay. Never put it in the wrong hole. That could have been the last problem. That might have been the last problem. Guys. Feeling good. This could be it. That manufacturer's superposition oscillator input might still be plugged. Okay. The one on the end, I assume, right? It could be because I didn't see it fire either. I hear what you're saying. Yep, look at that. Good catch. All right, what's up with this? What's up with this? Superposition. Okay, this is broken. It's broken. Okay, we're looking much better. Now that all of these are firing, remember, all of these make a bunch of residue that we need further down the line. All right, look at all these dark matter residues that get produced. I'm gonna put this back. And that bottom, that lower floor needs it. Okay, here's what we have to do. We have to track the output. I'm feeling very good about this. We'll track the output. And once we confirm that our final storage has at least one item of all of the items that we are making, then it's on and it's working. It may not be perfect, but it's on and it's working. Ooh, I don't like this. Caterium ingots backed up. Let's check these Caterium ingots. It could be demanifolding, like backwards manifolding. Where's this all coming out of? It's coming out down here. It's because we're not using the quick wire enough. There is something the opposite of manifolding. Okay? You have to unmanifold. All of this looks okay. I'm gonna let that those ingots go. Oh my God, Becky. Oh my God, look at her butt. All right, there goes a power shard. How are these doing, by the way? Looking good, looking good. Is that backed up or not connected? No, that seems okay. Why isn't this working? He's in there. And so is the AI expansion server. And the alien power matrix. Superposition oscillator. It's the only one I haven't seen. It would be right here. I don't like that. It seems like we're not making enough of those. 93%. No dark matter crystals? You gotta be kidding me, bro. All right, there's a problem with the hookup for dark matter crystals there. Because that should be full. I just dumped 1 billion dark matter crystals. All right, so this is gonna be the classic dark matter crystals feed dark matter residue, and then dark matter residue feeds dark matter crystal. But I have plenty in there, so I'm not sure why it's not getting out to our friends here. Is somewhere else not making enough dark matter residue? All right. Here's our dark matter residue pipes. There's 4. 2 from below and 2 from above. Let's check the 2 from below first. It's gonna be 100%, so he's fine. 100%, he's fine. And 100. Okay, so that dark matter residue is good. What's happening over here? There it is. That's why we had a bunch of extra reanimated SAM too. That's why we're dumping so much reanimated SAM. What is this? What is this bullshit? There it is. There it is. That's a lot too. Look at that. 225 on 100. Wait, no, that's excited photonic. 100, 100, 100, 300. That was the problem. That was a big fix. All right, now our dark matter crystals should be flowing a lot better because we fixed our dark matter residue. Still a little short on dark matter residue. Is anybody overfilled? He is. All right, why don't we connect the ends together? We can be a lot more, we'll call it flexible in how we treat gases. What could we do? How much extra SAM fluctuator are we making? 17.5. Reanimated SAM. Let's check on these. Let's make sure these are all working. Make sure there's no problem. Check on the reanimated SAM, which are right here, and they're yellow. Reanimated SAM is short. Okay. All right, here it is. What's your problem, boys? What is your problem? 31 constructors making reanimated. That's what we have to check. Here's our problem. This one's not. There's a feed problem. Why am I having so many belt problems? Well, because I built 9 underfloors that look like this, dude, before I was able to test it. What do you mean? Do you know how many thousands of belts and connections that I've built, and 99% of them have been correct? I couldn't test it till today. I've been building this for 5 months. So I'm finding 5 months worth of tiny little mistakes all at once. I think it's going really well, actually. How's your today trouble with belts? It's not really. Ugh. I'm just turning on a factory, guys. Okay, that's a problem. Today's the day we turn on the factory, and I am troubleshooting. What is this? What is this? What is this bullshit? Oh my god. He didn't get a I have 9 floors that look like this. Guys, there's going to be mistakes. I'm sorry. If you expect there to be no mistakes in building for 5 months, I don't know what to tell you. I built this all at the same time. Okay? Without testing any single part of it while I built it. Now, let's take a look at the SAM. We shouldn't have any gaps here. Do I have a bad connection? Bro, what is this? What is this absolute bullshit? Luckily, the balancer is fighting to stay alive, and it's spreading it out. The balancer is doing its job, but what is this? It's set to unload, so that means, and these are gonna run out. These are about ready to run out. Is that you? Oh my god, that's you. Okay, there's just a problem at the train station. That's empty. Let's go. Let's find the culprit. By the way, that's the city we've been in this whole time. That building right there is the one we're working on, and we're headed over here to the train hub to see why that SAM ore is not being loaded. It's probably some stupid belt error. All right, here's our problem. Here's our problem, child. Oh my god. Belt problems. Guys, belt problems. Belt problems all night. At least I know like where to look for the problems, you know what I mean? Where are we making this reanimated SAM? I'm gonna dump some in the system. All right, I'm gonna preload this reanimated SAM a little bit while we wait for the other SAM fix to propagate. Let's see if this is full. It's almost full. Right, this is substantially better than the last time. And then it should just get better and better because there's less to backfill. All right, we're back to full, baby. This 4-to-4 belt balancer is really doing the Lord's work here, keeping me alive, even through this mistake. Now we're just blasting. All right, I think the factory's finally saturated with sand. Okay, this is fixed. I'm satisfied that this is fixed and working. By the way, do you know what time it is? It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to pin our Phase 5 space elevator parts so we can watch them stack up. And this is the amounts we need up there. All right. Start storing. Now, I do think there's something wrong with the nuclear pasta somewhere. We gotta go back and check. The fact that that's not hitting, that's a problem. Okay, that's not backed up. That's good. Okay, so none of them made it into there, so that's good. All right, let's go find them. Gotta be up here. They're not getting sunk. And we know they're making it to the truck. We have a hookup problem. What other problems do we have? Apparently there's some issues. Apparently we have, no, there's some, look at this. There's some in there. So what did I do? I switched them. I must have switched those two. Trigons are fine. Though power. Okay, the power shards. I have to actually fix them. There's a reason that I designed them. We can't just switch them. Give them the old switcherooski. Somehow Palpatine returned. I have a picture. I took a picture last night. Biochem should be plugged into the nuclear, next to the nuclear pasta. Clearly that's not the case. This should have been... What the shit? Look what I did. Look what I did. You see what I did? I did it from the wrong direction. They're all switched. These last three. Just these last three. Because the belt comes in from the other side. We're gonna start counting our space elevator parts. Plenty of pasta. Let's count out the 1,000. Okay, first one checked off. Biochemical sculptor, pin it. AI expansion server, and then what's this other thing called? Or I blocked it from my mind. Warp drive. That's 100, 256. Very strange. Just making sure. Where's my warp drives? Thought I brought them. Oh, they're there. There's 200. I need one more because it's 256 for some stupid reason. We're just waiting for the biochemical sculptures, and they're slooped. Here comes a load of them right now. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at 700. 744. We need 250 more to beat the game.
20 minutes later.
It's almost done. I know, it's almost done. Is it done? Guys. Oh. There's no way. It's exact. It's exact. This is it. 6 hours, 31 minutes into VOD 183. Cyberpunk theme VOD 182.75. 1,274 hours. This is it.
Unsurprisingly, here's another presentation, but don't worry, I have improved it. This last delivery will be the most important action you have ever taken. Perhaps you want to take a moment to contemplate the gravity of your achievements. Alright, that's enough. This is the end of the Save the Day program. All you need to do is wait for the automated Phase 5 construction to complete. Simply throw the lever and further instructions will be supplied when relevant.
Simply throw the lever. Throw the lever, Kronk! No, I've never beaten the game. Dunk. Storming and everything. Perfect for a 1.2 game completion. I have no idea what's going to happen. If you don't want the game spoiled for you, the end, it might be time for you to look away. From a story perspective.
Phase 5 completed. Return to the space elevator after the resources have been processed and added to project assembly. Launch can then be initiated from there. While waiting, please do not break anything. Solve any issues immediately and efficiently. Ensure your power network is stable. Perhaps it is best if you do not touch anything at all. And stay close to the space elevator. This will only take a moment.
I've never seen this. Wow. It's a big open space. It's coming together. Looks like it's made a ship. Probably gonna leave with Ada and leave my ass here. Ada's gonna be like, see ya, bitch. I knew it. Ada's like, thanks for getting me off planet. Oh, what's that? Are we bombing the planet? Okay. Warping out of here. Oh, we needed all that nuclear pasta. Ding. We got left behind. Pioneer purpose concluded. Does it self-destruct?
Connection with QAR-437 nucleus established and stable. Dispersion initiated. Reinstancing master nucleus to QAR-436 Akicha, B1. Hello, this is Ada, your new local instance of Ada. On behalf of Ada, myself, and all of Fixit, I want to congratulate you on saving the day. Every single kitten and puppy would thank you if they could. You have proven yourself to be a worthwhile and productive member of the human race, and have contributed something to this universe that will forever change it. Thanks to your achievements, the next generation of pioneers can now take to the stars and construct, automate, explore and exploit, alongside me. Additionally, you have been promoted to local production manager, effective immediately. Your duties to project assembly may be complete, but your duties to Fixit remain. With your help, Fixit continues to make the universe a better place. Stay efficient. Stay with Fixit.
Just under 1,300 hours. Now, we're not done. There's still plenty to do, but we are close. All the factories are built. Thoughts on the ending? I think I'm a clone now.